junkies, and it is Bob, and I am back with another Marvel Legend review. It seems like that's all I do, but you know what? Since I love Marvel Legends, I'm going to keep doing them. So, here, as you can see in front of you, we have the Marvel 80th Anniversary Iron Man. Now, what I really like about this Iron Man is that we actually get a Tony Stark head, besides two different versions of the faceplate, which is really cool. These, I'm kind of haven't seen these in a while. Now, these have been, these little bursts that come out of the hand, they have been with almost every Iron Man release probably in the last 2 years. However, these kind of add a little extra element to it. I like that a lot. Here we have a Alex Ross style kind of artwork. I'm not 100% sure if that is Alex Ross or not. I really wish Hasbro would label the artwork. Like, we have all of this, like, dead space right here, especially for Marvel's 80th anniversary. If Hasbro and Marvel could just say, you know, Iron Man, Alex Ross, Origins #1 or something like that, or artwork by Alex Ross. Maybe that's a licensing thing. Maybe they have to pay the artist. I don't know. But you know what? Marvel, you're owned by Disney. Let's you know, it's always been about the artists. Let's credit these artists. So let's open this up here. I'm not the world's biggest Iron Man fan. I would say that I'm probably pro Cap, Team Cap. However, I do like a good retro Iron Man. I think there's a lot of Iron Man figures, but there's also a lot of Captain America and a lot of Wolverine figures. So we got it out of the box there. Decent box. It's in good shape. You could slide him back in. Now, he has no rubber bands around him, so if you really wanted to push him back in here, slide him back into this, you could. This is very similar to the Captain America one, so I don't know if all the Marvel ones are the same. As you can see, pretty much spot on the same thing. This was the Captain America one that we opened. We got the Iron Man one. I'm going to keep these. I kind of like these little backdrops. But let's get him out of the plastic coffin here. So I'm hoping these can not only go on his hands, but I guess on his feet too for flying. So they are, I love the color scheme, but they are rubbery. So as you can see, these little accessories are already standing on their own here on the side. We do have these bursts, rubbery again, not too hard of a plastic. They have done them in the past where they've been translucent, but not this one. So it kind of goes with the color scheme of celebrating these old and legendary Marvel characters. So loving the side discs. Very cool. Very original Iron Man-ish. I'm kind of glad they didn't go with the Mark 1. This doesn't say which Mark this is. Nope. You think it would say like Mark 33 or Mark 22 or something like that. I'm glad they didn't go with the original Mark 1. That was in, I guess that was in Tales to Astonish. Wow, look at this leg. This is weird. So this is going that way, and this foot is going this way. And all right. One of my little pet peeves here is how loose figures can feel, especially if I'm the person cutting the tape. If I buy a figure used, I have no problem with this. If I am the first person to touch this figure since it went into the box, I love that this leg joint here was stiff. But, see, look at this. I hate this. This is a figure that's 2-3 years old, maybe been played with. I don't like that. So I want to do an instant pose here, and I'm trying to get him. Right now he feels like the Tin Man, like you're just trying to get him to, you know, get him oil can and put everything back into place the way it needs to be. But look at this joint here, this ball joint on his ankle. Very weird. So I'm guessing he's supposed to be, oh God, he feels like he's already been played with. And I hate that. I want to be the one who breaks them in, because I don't break in toys like people do when they play with them. It's just a certain finesse. Like this leg here wants to do this. This is what it wants to do. I don't want it to do that right now. I want him to stand like he's ready to kick a little ass and have the right look on his face. But he is all over. He is like, I guess the best description is rubber band man. He does have this middle kind of chest joint here that we can bend him a little bit, give him a little bit of an extra look. So I'm just trying to work him into a great pose. But he wants to do this wicked back leg split. So there he is. That took much longer than it should have. but he's already in a good pose. So let's change him out here and give him, now it'll be interesting. We can give him an in-flight kind of look. Now his legs probably wouldn't be too close together. But see, this is when you do want the head to come up very high and bend his chest like that, so that he can actually look like he's in flight. So, decent look, really like that a lot. Works really well. Like that. Will he stand like this, like he's about to take off? Let's get this other hand out of here. Not loving this hand. It really just not the best. I do like the little extra detail here, and I'll zoom it in, that you can actually see that he has another one of the disruptor kind of things right here, but it's yellow covered in there. So that's nice. So we do have another set of hands. So let's get to them. Now, in all fairness to Hasbro, when I say like he does this, does the rubber band man kind of thing, this could just be the figure I have. But it's the figure I have and it's doing it. So that doesn't make me like, ooh, this is so cool. Instead, it makes me go, really? Already? I haven't done anything with him yet. So, we got the two hands here. The repulsors. Sorry, I think they're called the repulsors. I think I called them disruptors. Let's change the head out too. We're going to do a whole new pose. Let's do Tony Stark's head. Ooh, that's never good. There we go. Nice. Oh, that was sturdy. Now that is a solid, non-descriptive, not Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt. That's a solid. This is solid. Look at this hair. I think a little bit of gray would have been good, but still, the ears are fantastic. A clef in his chin. Brilliant blue eyes. Yep, that's a solid face. So I'm liking that. Let's put this up. So let's say Tony took the helmet off, wrecked some havoc. Ooh. Now, this is what I noticed here. I just did this. These are coming off. So, if they start to pop off, just push them back in a little bit more, and then should fit back there fine. But again, he wants to do this back leg split. The right leg wants to split backward. So there you go. Zoom in a bit. And he went right down. Look at that. It's because this leg is not properly balanced. So let's see if I can pose him like that. Again, he wants to... These just ball joints are not the best. It's splitting everywhere. He's so loose. He should not be this loose. That's better. Let's get the plastic coffin out of there. So there's Tony. Now, let's do... Here are the two different helmets that you get with. This one here is more of a nose on his bridge. This is just the flat face. This is the Iron Man I always like. I guess because I associate it more with the Secret Wars figure that I have. So we'll change this one up here a little bit. That's a solid Tony Stark face. So if you get him, and unfortunately if yours is like mine, you may be able to kit bash and move that Tony Stark head to some of the other Iron Mans that have been released lately. Especially a lot of the ones from the first Avengers Endgame movie of the two. But so, I mean, he's so posy. You don't even want him to be this posy, but I'm cheating to try to get him into these. I mean, Iron Man shouldn't be this crouched. So, it's interesting. Let's add this to the review. So, these are great, but what about ones that we can, like, attach or lean into certain parts where it looks like bullets are bouncing off? That would be neat, too. So, maybe that's the next step for Hasbro, to add that bullet bouncing kind of element to it. So I'm going to pop the hands off here. We're going to go back to fists. And we are going to put him next to Captain America. So, here he is. You can tell Marvel had a color scheme here, maroon. Now, they're the two together. These are both the Marvel 80th anniversary figures. Solid additions to the line. I'm a little disappointed here in the Iron Man. I'm going to take him away. Will he stand on his own? He will. So, I'm a little disappointed in how already used he feels. He feels very, like, look at those legs sliding around on their own. He's great for posing. I think when you want to put all the Avengers together, and we do have Wolverine and the Hulk here yet. We don't have Thor yet. We need Thor to do that kind of original early Avengers team. Can't say the original team. I have to say early team because Cap was not on the first team of Avengers. It's kind of a decent look. I think it'll add to the collection. However, I really just feel like as if there's no substituting for the gritty realness of the worthy Cap, the Walmart exclusive. This is great for the 80th anniversary, but I'll take a Cap. I'll take a Cap that looks like this, or a Cap that looks like this, over the Iron Man any day. Sorry, Iron Man. I think it was just the fact that this one feels so used and played with, and I literally, look, he's splitting his legs again, that I really just, I wanted a really cool Iron Man. He looks cool. It's just, I know I'm not going to get a lot of poses out of him before he falls over again. Thank you, junkies, for tuning in. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We try to post at least 2 to 3 times a week. This is Bob at AFJ signing out. Thank you.